Hi there, it's Ola here. Today I'd like to share with you things that I do in this lockdown to stay sane and as mentally healthy as possible. What's most important though is that you don't feel like you should follow everything I do here. So I'm just sharing some tips and things that I do so that you maybe feel inspired and adjust them to your life and to your needs. You shouldn't feel like you should follow what people online say and what they do, because for some people being productive is the best way to stay sane, and for others it's just laying on your bed and watching Netflix. So whatever is best for you, you should do, and you shouldn't feel like you're not doing enough just because you're doing something different than people online show. Remember that it doesn't matter what anyone says, you don't have to stay productive this time. Even though you have a lot of time, it doesn't mean you have to spend it on learning 3 new languages or reading a book a day or studying the whole day. If you feel like you're gonna feel better mentally, then of course do that, but some people just need to stay alive during this period. So if you are one of these people who only have strength to live now and not do anything else, then do that. Do whatever is best for you and don't feel like you have to do anything else because other people are doing it or other people are telling you to spend your time more productive, because you know what's best for you and not some random people on the internet or even your teachers or friends or parents. You just know best, so you do what's best for you, please. What I do is I just try to do things, and if it works for me, then it works for me, and if it doesn't work for me, then I just don't do that anymore. Maybe it will work for you too. Just try doing some things, and if you feel good, then you know what to do. But if you just don't feel like doing it, then just don't do it. So the thing that I found that helps me most is hydrating. I'm not a specialist or a doctor or anyone like that, but I feel like if you drink water, you can add different things to it so that it tastes better and so that it makes you drink it more. So I, for example, add some squashes, which are, this kind of juices that you add, that you buy a big bottle of them, but you add only a little bit at the bottom of your glass, and it helps me drink way more than I would be drinking some pure water. I also found that drinking from this kind of glasses with straws is helpful because you don't have to open them all the time to drink. They can stand next to you and you can just drink whenever you want, really. And I don't know what's with that, but I really feel like when you have a drink with a straw, you just drink more. So I probably drink like 5 or 7 glasses like that every day, which is probably a lot because I think it's like 300 milliliters here, maybe 400, I'm not sure. So if you can't motivate yourself to drink more, then you can try either adding some things to your water. Maybe you can add some fruits, or maybe just try getting a glass with a straw, and that way you're gonna just drink more. What I think is also important is at least trying to eat healthy. I feel like when you have a healthy body, then you have a healthy mind. So I think you should eat healthy, like eat a lot of vegetables and fruits and other healthy stuff, whatever other healthy stuff you could eat. But also remember about having things that you enjoy eating so that your time, especially now during lockdown, is kind of more enjoyable than just pushing yourself to diet or just to eat things that you don't like. Another thing I do a lot is calling my friends and family. I just couldn't live through that without having contact with any of them. Even though I live with my boyfriend now, I have all of my family members and most of my friends in Poland, where I'm from. So I'm trying to come back home right now, but all of the borders are just closed. But calling them is kind of a way of staying in contact with them, and I call them a lot. I call my mom probably 5 times a day. Yeah. So my mom's probably going insane now, but at least it's keeping me sane. So, this video is not about keeping all of your family members and friends sane. It's about keeping you sane. So, just call them 10 times a day if that's gonna help you. Another thing that I'm pretty sure it's very helpful, but I don't do it enough, is going outside for walks. I know that some countries still have a ban on going outside without any important reason, like getting groceries, but I still feel like if you're living in a country where you can go outside once a day for an exercise, as they call it, I think you should use this opportunity to go, because we don't know if they will maybe soon tell us to stay home completely. So if you still can leave, then go for walks, because it's just healthy for you. I think it's a form of exercise. I think. Yeah, I don't do walks too much. I walk to Sainsbury's once a week to get some groceries, and that's it. That's my walk. Yeah, my boyfriend sometimes tells me to go outside with him, so then I do, and I think I should do it more. But yeah, walks are probably important. And if you can't go for a walk for some reason, you can always open your windows, and get this fresh air in. I think it's also healthy. So the next thing that I found helpful is doing small things that make you proud of yourself that you did them. And I'm baking. I'm trying to bake. After I bake, I send pictures to my friends and family to show them. Even if it doesn't turn out good, which happened to my focaccia last week, I'm gonna show you photos. It was disgusting. It was awful. It looked pretty from the outside, but it was disgusting. I think it just didn't grow enough. Another thing that I've only started doing quite recently, really, is having a sleep schedule. Because when I didn't have it, I was going to sleep at like 3 a.m. and waking up at 3 p.m. So maybe it's just me, but I don't really like living without a schedule, classes to go to, or without planning when I doing my work. So I've set up a schedule. I'm waking up every day at 8 or earlier if I wake up earlier, and I go to sleep the latest at 12, and that seems to work for me. I kind of feel like my days are more equal, and that way I can plan when I'm gonna work on YouTube and when I'm gonna work on my university stuff. That's just working for me quite well. So if you haven't tried it and you feel like your days are just running away and like you're losing all of your days, then maybe try scheduling your sleep. I don't mean scheduling your whole day, because that may be just too much of scheduling, but scheduling your sleep gives you a chance to better plan your day. And speaking about doing work for uni, if you're also a student or if you have a work where you have some deadlines, maybe try asking for extensions, because this is a very weird time, so I'm sure that your employee or your teachers or your professors are gonna be more likely to help you with that. And I think that getting extensions is a good thing because it gives you more time to work on whatever you have to work on, but you also have to remember that you're gonna have to submit it anyway on some point. So if you feel like it's gonna help you, and if you feel like your final work is gonna be just better than if you submitted it earlier, then ask for extension. But if you feel like it doesn't matter if they give you extension or not, you're still gonna start your work just before your deadline, then maybe consider not asking for the extension, because it's gonna make you worry about it longer. As I told you before, I'm staying with my boyfriend right now, so if you're also like me, that you're not staying alone but with your family or friends or your partner, then what I find helpful is getting a few hours of your day to spend alone, because spending time with the same person every single day, the whole day, can be very tiring. So I wake up at 8, my boyfriend wakes up at 11, 12. So that way I have a few hours of my alone time, which I just enjoy a lot. Because like I said, spending time with the same person all the time can make you both feel annoyed or tired of each other. And the last thing that everyone says online, but I'm gonna say it too, is changing your clothes, because it really makes a difference. If you're working in your PJs and you're sleeping in your PJs and you're doing everything in your PJs, it may work for you, but it doesn't work for me, for example. So if you're like me and you can't work in the same clothes that you're sleeping in, what I do, I just, change from PJs after I shower, and I change into something comfortable like sweatshirt and sweatpants. And even when I'm filming, right now I'm filming in that because it feels more, relatable, that I'm filming in clothes that I also live my everyday life in. But when I'm filming about other stuff, then I always change my top, because it just looks better than wearing the same sweatshirt all the time, I guess. But believe me, when I'm filming, I don't ever change my bottom, so I can have a shirt on top but sweatpants at the bottom, and that's fine. You can do the same when you're having Zoom meetings or anything like that. You can also, wear something fancy on top, even has some makeup or whatever, but still wear your sweatpants and some fuzzy socks. And who cares, no one's gonna notice, only you know what you're wearing. So if you feel better wearing things that are more comfortable, but you still have some meetings online that people are gonna see you, from here to your head, then just change your top, don't change your bottoms. Doesn't make sense. I think you probably got it before I told you, but if you didn't, then I'm telling you now, don't change it. Just wear something comfortable, it's fine. So if you can, then try to change your clothes, because maybe it's gonna help you with focusing better. But if you can't, then just sit in your PJs, because no one see you, only you see you, so you should do you. Okay, so the whole point of this video was to tell you that you shouldn't listen to what people say, and that you can do whatever you want, and that you know best what's best for you. and that I shouldn't tell you what to do, but I still did, which I'm sorry for. So yeah, you can do whatever you want. The only thing is hydrating, I think, because hydrating is really important. So if you don't want to hydrate, still hydrate. Please, still hydrate. And wash your hands. I forgot about washing your hands. Washing hands is important now. You know, everyone says that, so wash your hands. Okay, so, hydrate, wash your hands, like this video, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon, comment below, watch my other videos, and most importantly, have a good day.